Okay, today I'm going to show you how you can set up my advanced loot chest mod. Um, I think I'm going to go with an example like setting up something for a military ATC, for example. And I'm also going to show you how to set up hidden stashes and all the basics for the mod you need to know for how you set it up. So you want to have yourself added to the admins.json to be able to use the in-game admin menu and enable admin mode with you, and then I to open the menu. And I already opened the loot chest configuration. Let's start with the positions. We add a new one, and then, for example, we call it ATC. I'm here at the airfield, and we can also leave a comment so you know what the purpose of these positions are. And you have the positions split from the loot chests themselves, so you can have one position pool, but have different chests spawning there. So they're also not going to spawn inside of each other. They are going to, like, one chest uses the one position and then the next chest uses the other position, but from the same position pool. And we can either add positions like single positions, like we say add position, and then we can like place a chest down here. And I use the placeholder now. You can also choose the chest you want to place in the end, so the military green one, and then it will show everything with the military green, so you can check, oh, okay, chest looks good like this, and I'm going to want to spawn it like this. Always open the admin menu again with I, and then let's use this one for placing down, because I want to use it later too. And let's delete this position again. You could go around and add the positions individually to each of the building, or you just add it for a building and then you search for the building here. Let's check which building it is. Military ATC big, okay. So I didn't save it, so I have to do it again. ATC, and then building should be here, the big one. And then now we can choose a location. I think here would be good. And then we place it down. Can take a while. Oh, first of all, the server needs to search for all the buildings, and then it will place it down and it will teleport you there. It just teleported me here. So we might have to do it again. Delete, add for building, ATC big. Now teleported me into the ground, okay. Let's place it here, and it's added for one position, because seemingly that's the only ATC big we have, so we might want to use a different building. Let's do the hangar. So this one is aircraft shelter. So let's call it bunker. Add building, shelter, aircraft shelter, okay. And it teleported me to the first shelter it found on the map, and then let's place it down here. And now it said added for 19 positions. I think I was in this one, so I was teleported here. And now we have a loot chest at the exact same point for all the bunkers we have currently on the map. So if you add some later, it will not add the positions, because it only knows the positions and not where you added it to which item or which building. So we can keep this 19 positions and then hit save. And now we got our positions. The chest is deleted now, and we have our 19 positions, so we can set up our chest config. First of all, make sure you have it enabled, and then we can add a chest. So this will be our bunker chests, and then we can give it a display name, which is shown for the players when they see the chest. And call it bunker loot. And also a description, so you can give more information, like which key you need or whatever you want to write in there. That's also displayed for the players. And an internal comment you can set. So we obviously want to have it enabled, and I like to have it openable, otherwise it will have to spawn the loot, and the chests are always open. I like to keep it like this, so players have to open the chest. And also I like to keep the opened chest at restart, so normally you would think that all the chests are respawned at restart, but to make things a bit more balanced, you can also keep the open chest and they will respawn at the same positions and the rest is shuffled again. And we can set the max chests we want to spawn. We leave it at -1, so it will fill all the positions it can. And here we have to set the position pool. We only have the bunker one, so we add it in here. And if we want to use keys to open the chest, we can set keys here. I have a few keys already set up. You can see all the different keys I have. You can also show the preview. So you have a few variants you can use. I don't want to use keys for now, but we can add them later. It will add a delay in opening, so it's not that great to test. And we also want to have a chest to spawn, otherwise it cannot really spawn anything. They need to inherit my loot chest base, so if you add new ones, you want to make sure to inherit this class. And we had the green one, so we use the green. Can use whatever you want. You can also mix with the other chests if you really want to, so it will randomly pick one. And now we have to define a loot preset we want to spawn. We are going to do this in another video. I'm going to go over in detail how you can set up your own loot preset. For now we are just leaving it empty, so the chest will just spawn without any loot. We can hit save to test it out, and as you can see, we already spawned our first chest. It's saying bunker loot, and yeah, now I can click open and it's not going to spawn anything, but the chest is opening. And if we go into this one, we might see, okay, we have the same chest, maybe in here. Okay. Okay, being unlucky today. Where were the other bunkers? Here. I don't see the chest in here. Okay. So this is the big one, and in here we got the small one again. Spawning all the small ones. At least we got one big crate. You can also resave it again, so it will respawn all the loots, all the chests. Delete all the old ones. Okay, now we got a big one again, small one, and a small one. Okay, but the chests are spawning at the positions. We can open them, and now let's add a key to open. So let's say key. We want to have. Maybe we use the green one. So we have the green key, and now we can spawn the green key. And we have it in our inventory, and it says edit me, so I'm going to show you how you can edit the description later. And now we can use it to open it, the chest, and if we don't have the key, it says key required, and then the key we need to use, and it's still called edit me. And if you don't want to show the name of the key, it's actually not in the admin menu, but in the config you can say don't show the key item name. But let's say we want to change the key name, and we go to the key names tab and then look for the green, and it's the display name, let's say bunker key, and then the description used to open chests found in bunkers, and then hit save. And now we can see this is called bunker key now, and also the description is there, and it also says key required, bunker key. And now we can use the key to open it. I think the default time is 10 seconds. You can set the time per tool, so you can also say you can open it with a crowbar, but it's going to take a minute, for example, and the key is going to be much faster. And now the key is also damaged. You can also change damage in the config. Let's go to the chest config. So back here where we have the key, we can change the class name and the open duration. We can also set it to 1 second. And it's going to apply 50% of damage, so we can use it 2 times, and the success rate is 100% with the key. Now we can also add a crowbar, for example. Crowbar. And with the crowbar we can say it takes 60 seconds, and we only have, I don't know, 25% chance that will actually open the chest. So you have a chance of opening it with the crowbar, but you need around 2 crowbars to successfully open the chest. And it's also going to take much longer. So now when we see, check the description, it says key required bunker key or crowbar. And let's use the bunker key again, still works, open, and should be fairly quick, yeah. So yeah, that's basically the setup for something like bunkers. And now I'm going to quickly show you how you can add loot stashes, like hidden stashes. For this we're going to go into the chest positions and add a new one. Let's call it stashes. And this time we want to use the individual add positions one. We might want to already select the stash. Let's use this one. I would recommend using the item you want to use later, because sometimes the offsets are not quite right, so it might spawn a bit weird. Let's save this one, stashes, and then add positions. And now you can use your free cam, for example. I like to use the free cam for it, and like place them somewhere in the woods. Place them here. I don't know where you want to place them all. Here. And let's place some here. And here. Let's do a few random positions, and then I'm going to show you how you can only spawn a few ones, so it's not spawning them everywhere, but only in some locations. Maybe behind this bunker one. Here. And maybe here. Okay. So open the menu again. We have 10 positions. That's great. So we save them. Don't forget to save your positions. And we go into the chest config, add a new one. And this one we call stashes. Display name hidden stash. And I'm also going to want them openable. And max chests, now we set this to, we have 10 positions. Let's spawn 4 of them. And the position pool name now is stashes. I don't want to require a key to open, but we need the chest to spawn. And this time we use the stash plastic. And yeah, the loot preset is something we're going to do in the next video. Hit save, and now should see, I don't know if they show up in the ESP. Yeah, I hit them very well. I know I put one here. I'm still having the okay, the placement one. So let's see. We save it a few times. We are going to see one of the stashes popping up. Okay, now there's one. So we can also open it, and as you can see, it's opening the stash. And then we save it again, it's gone, save it again, save it again. Maybe it's spawning there again. Yeah, now it's spawned here again. So we'll always spawn 4 of the stashes at random locations. So we can also update our ESP and change the range. I think we're too far away to actually see them. Yeah, since they are normal items, the network bubble is pretty close. Okay, so this is how you can do stashes. You can add items to buildings, so it's going to add them to all buildings on the web. And yeah, that's how you can basically set up the loot chests, so the positions. So you can do that now, and in the next video I'm going to show you how you can actually add loot to these.